Hey ho. Look what I got in the mail today. Hang on, I don't have volume on you. Hang on. Unmute. Unmute. Am I muted? As bad as y'all might want me to be. I am not, though.
Hold it up again.
Bingo.
Oh, is that cool?
I like it a lot. I haven't got it all set up yet. I just got it charged. So my wife.
What's the little window on there?
It's got a little, that's the UV deal that senses too much sunlight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I am absolutely in love, and the germanium stones are hitting right where they need to, right there. The band is new and real comfortable over the LX. I am stoked.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you all have not got yours yet, it might be an idea to do a stretch to get it. Just remember this is the bigger thing, is if that's what you're pitching, even though I had the LX, you got to invest in your business. But if you tell somebody, hey, you're going to love this, well, let me see yours. Well, I haven't got one. You just killed it. A lot of time, or you're gonna have to backpedal and say, well, I just ordered it. Well, then if you see them in a couple, 3 days or a week, they're gonna ask you where the heck it is. So it might be an idea, kiddos, to figure out how to get an LX Plus on your arm. I'm just giving you the benefit of, here's the thing I always say about that, and why I want y'all thinking about that, is that as you think about this is the best way to put it. If you ran into somebody like me at a Starbucks and I'm standing there and I'm doing my thing, I look like a really strong potential. Would you want to be wearing that LX Plus? You just missed a whale probably, because the first thing I would do is go, well, you're pitching me on something. Would you not believe in it enough to use it? And big leaders they're gonna hit you with hard questions, and let me tell you, they're out there. And this is an emerging company that's blowing up. So you can only imagine this is a good time that we can have people from other organizations leaving those organizations that aren't one of a kind, that have tons of competition. People get tired of MLMs. Understand, leaders don't always stay, obviously, because you can ask them, how many MLMs have you been in? And they go, oh, 4 or 5. Oh, why is that? And then they start telling the same story.
Hey, baby.
So, bingo.
Cool.
Howdy, Gordon.
Brother, how are you doing this evening?
Real good with that on my wrist.
Yeah, I hear you. Good deal, brother.
The tribe. Plus, I got all my bios in. So I got all the 72 bios in. And, oh, my God. Just stoked. Hey, Gary. Hey, Bob. Annie, Barbara, John Boy, Mary Ellen,
Bob Priest in the house.
Grandpa. Well, I know we're all old enough to get all of that. So when TV was good and wholesome.
Yeah,
all
really.
Right.
Well, let me see something, because I've changed up a couple things, and let me switch gears here. I need to pull this panel back. Bear with me if I, how do I full screen? Let me get that out of the way. Let me get that out of the way. Let's drag that back down. I'd swear you'd think I was trying out for the Matrix 4 or 5, however many they got, because I am surrounded with computer screens. It's crazy. I either look like a hacker or I'm trying out for Neo in Matrix. One of the two. All right, here we go.
I just heard back from John Madden, the doctor.
Okay, here's a key question for everybody. Is anybody, and this will define some things that I can share differently based on this. Does anybody have anybody new coming on this, or is it just all of us in the inner tribe?
It looks like
Not for me tonight.
Okay, intertribe's good, because I'm glad, because I got a handful of things to discuss in how we're setting up. Today was very instrumental based on the success of everything you all brought to the table this weekend. very proud of you. Congratulations. You should pat yourself and high five each other. And so, so I'm automating everything. I've been working my rear end off. Now, Deb, you all got your leads, right?
Got him. Thank you.
Barbara, I'm working on yours. Bob, I believe I sent yours, didn't I?
I didn't get anything today. I've been on the road all day.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll be going down through it because we've been pinging them, making sure that all the IP addresses and everything hit on those. So you'll be receiving those soon. And then I will be getting everybody tied to Nick over Constant Contact, where you all can immediately get started with him. And he'll be your go-to guy on all of that. He knows way more about it than I do, and I've already got him structured. I did talk to Nick, by the way, Deb and Jim, and he just got buried. And then when he said he was ready, I wasn't. So anyway, we want to make sure it's all dialed in. And I'm getting all the automation stuff in place where there's a contact. Bob, what was the name of that you sent me? Team Up?
Team Up, that's correct.
Yeah, so I looked at it. I downloaded it. I think it's real important that I thought it was great. Have you used that a lot, Bob?
Well, since I've been in the business, that's what Jeff has used to tell all the things that are going on. It even includes the World GN stuff on there. So it just was easy to go to it, touch it, and it takes you right to the Zoom meeting.
Brilliant. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to be working on setting that up, and I guess there's not much of a learning curve on that, I would assume, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I was going to offer to you, if once you get it set up, you want me to maintain that for you, to take something off your plate, I'd be glad to do that.
You're elected. You're done. You're in. You're on the inner circle. I think you're heading towards. I think what you just said is you're part of the mastermind team.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, that would help dramatically. So I'll get it all set up. I'll get everything as far as username, password, and all that, and then get that over to you. And if you want to load the calendars and just maintain anything that you feel we need to go to, bam, we're there. Thank you.
Okay.
Just with everything else, it just takes a huge load off. My wife is my wife coming on today? Hang on a second. Is my wife coming on today? So why don't you dial in on your computer? No. Pull up a panel. No, come on. Hang on a second. So here's my better half. So somewhere. Probably got to go put makeup and lipstick on. So anyway, this is my other team player. And so you all get to know her. It's Anna. And
nice to meet you, everybody.
She's brilliant, celebrity fashion. She's a fashion designer. She's an MBA, master's degree, PMP, 4 degrees. Brilliant beyond brilliant. She brings a lot to the table to help us structure and keep things going, and keeps me in order. That's the bigger picture. So
typical Persian. Lots of degrees. Have a wonderful day.
Right.
Thank you, Anna.
All right. All right. So now you've seen. So I actually am married. Believe that. And to a beautiful Persian woman. So with that being said, the Team Up calendars. So we are automating. I don't know if anybody got the email about the new YouTube channel, Helo Dreams to Realities. And I will be loading all of the videos. That way everybody can just kind of keep up with everything. And I don't need to decipher if it's good or bad. I want all the meetings on there. It might have something pertinent that you need to go back and hear. And so I want to make sure it's all there. It's for us anyway. And if anybody else catches it, they need to sign up. That's the bottom line. If they're not part of it, they need to sign up. I put it public too. And so I'm meta tagging everything. Somebody looks up money, MLM, Gordon, Helo LX Plus, boom, we pull up on these Google searches. And so, as I said, one of the things I will stick to, and I know it's kind of a rough area of of controversy in network marketing, I always, as a leader, always hit my marks. And I hit that because I've always helped my teams excel to what they're trying to do. Don't get me wrong. I want y'all going to work. I want you recruiting. I want you doing your thing. We're going to support all that. I'm not trying to give you the easy way out because I don't get that. But you have all the pieces and components in place that you'll have to go win at this thing. And so the leads are one area. Phone calls are one area. One of the things I want to do right now, and I'm going to change your lives forever. I promise this. We're going to put a mastermind. We're going to go ahead and do a training course where we do role playing. And so I'm going to teach all y'all how to speak to anybody. If a Martian lands on this planet, you will know Martian. If somebody lands from Venus, you will know Venusian. And so you'll be able to close the whole galaxy. And it's an interesting space because, raise your hands, how many of y'all fear getting on the phone to strangers? Okay. Just be honest with it. I mean, because here's the thing. Do you find yourself running in circles, not coming to the point of closing? Anybody? So asking, it's an interesting space I've always found is that people can talk. They tell you everything, the features, where the band was made, what, how many grams of titanium they used, whatever. But then never ask, would you like to put that on your Visa or MasterCard tonight? It's an interesting space. Did you know what separates really powerful business people from the ones that struggle is asking that one sentence? Gordon, would you like to put that on your Visa or MasterCard tonight? I see in your face that you see all the benefits of this. And you can see that your mom, dad, your grandma, the next door neighbor, heck, your dog might even need one. So let's go ahead and get you lined out tonight. Do you want to pull out your American Express Black and just buy the neighborhood one too?
Well, I'll have to ask my wife.
So, don't we all? That's what I have to do on my end. So I live by one theory in this house. If mom ain't happy, nobody's happy.
Nobody's happy.
That's right. But if you notice one thing in how I ask for a credit card, I make it fun. I take the pain out of it because nobody wants to be asked for money, and that's where I'll just throw in some goof. I know you see the benefits of this, and I see your dog over here is probably going to need one too. So let's look at this big pack here. Now, you planning on, and by then I've already defined, and I promise you, after a week or two of running through these programs, you are going to be just deadly at everybody you talk to because I'm going to remove fear. Fear is completely removable. Hey, Jim, you're a surgeon, aren't you? Are you a surgeon, Dr. Jim? Oh, hang on. I'm unmuted you. Deb and Jim?
Oh, no.
Are you a surgeon or are you just regular MD?
I am actually a DC with nutrition.
Gotcha. Oh, even better. Oh,
yeah.
That's a gold mine. Okay, we're going to bronze a statue in your name here in about 6 months. Because that's a field of mine, and that is a gold mine. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so we're going to have to talk off channel about marketing in that field, what we can do. You actually have a fish in a barrel moment having that type of a degree and knowledge. So that's very exciting. You all can make a lot of money because people are going to listen to you on that. Or think about when we get the nutrition app on this thing, gold mine. So without further ado, so I want you all just knowing one thing. This week is really transitional. I'm building all these systems. I'm automating your businesses. We'll get Nick you'll have your, in the next 48 hours, you will have your contacts, your new ones that you've just now been given because of good behaviors this weekend. You'll all of a sudden start having massive loads of leads. By the end of the week, you'll have thousands, hundreds, if not thousands, of new names and people that are interested. How's that sound? So wouldn't you say it's beneficial if you're going to have all those to actually know how to close them? Because here's the thing, you don't want to look depowered or feeling inadequate when you got that person that's ready and you're apprehensive all of a sudden for that moment. Remember something, everybody's busy. So you want to be able to move in for that close as soon as possible. And so a lot of times that's where the Helo Life, and I've talked to Gordon about this. I think it's important using the Helo Life for one area. So let's say out of the 10, 20, 30,000 leads y'all are receiving, let's just say you've got 50 people you need to contact. You know what I'd be doing? My next 3 touches before I ever called them would be hitting them with the Helo Life. I'd hit them with the video just as a customer kind of. I'd hit them with the bios in, and then I'd hit them with the business. I don't think I'd ever, you want to lead with product always. Our product is second to none and nobody can touch us. Always lead with your product. That's what's going to sell your organization. I can promise you, you will see me build an absolute monstrous empire. Hang on a second. I got somebody.
It's me, Paul.
Okay, hang on. I got you muted. You're out. So anyway, it's critical. You'll find, I don't really ever sell. I don't have to. I have the best products in the world. You don't have to sell them. People are going to want them anyway. Look at the crappy Fitbit out there. How many people went out and got 134 million? Because they didn't have anything else to choose from. Think about it. And the Apple Watch, it doesn't do, I don't need my steps counted very much. I'd like some other features. My heart beats good, but I want to see it. I want to see some graphs. I want to see some fun stuff, you know? I want to know what my oxygen is. I want to know what my blood pressure is. I don't want it just in numbers. I want to see it. And so I'm really anxious to get this going. I'm telling you, I could almost just hit end on this thing just so I could go hook my LX Plus up. I'm so jacked up. My wife and I swear to God, you would have thought we were 5-year-olds and the mom and dad just put Christmas presents under the tree and we just came down that morning. I heard something go ka-thunk out the front door. And man, I jump up like nobody's business. Go over, it's sitting there. I felt like I had the golden chalice walking in, you know, and she was all over me. Oh my God, get it out, get it out. She's got a knife ready to just, oh yeah. Anyway, very excited. And that's what you all should be. When y'all, what's that? I see a wave. I see you knocking on the glass. Hang on a second. Russ?
Yes, sir. I had a question when we were talking about the Helo Life. I noticed when you go there, under
Wait. Hold on. So you're hotter than a firecracker. So, yeah, I don't know what. You know what you ought to do? Take a little piece of foam and stick it over wherever you can find that microphone. You don't have to do that right now. Just
if I sit back, am I still hot?
Yeah, that's better. All right, go ahead. I just want everybody to hear you, brother.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Can everybody hear me okay, by the way? Give me a thumbs up.
Hey, you know what you need to do? You know where the settings are to set your microphone volume and output?
I need to call in my 16-year-old IT guru.
That's what I was going to say. Is you pull in a kid, because we're all too jacked up. So why don't you just lower your voice right now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, the question is this. On Helo Life, under all of the video, click on to watch the video, it says join a webinar now. If someone clicks on those, what webinar are they going to? Is it ours or is it just some generic webinar?
Okay. Yes. That will be Jeremy Roma's 38-minute webinar. And it's one where he doesn't look like he just crawled out of bed.
So here's something I want to share. I don't want anybody going to a guy that just rolled out of bed. We're a professional organization. I don't care how much money he's made. It's unprofessional. We're going to bring powerhouses on. I'm not knocking anybody. Everybody can wear their beach shirts, whatever. I work for success. I look for success. And let me tell you, when I roll in somewhere, I am always ready to make sure that if the potential of another guy like me or a woman is there, I look the part. If I'm talking about millions of dollars and I'm dressed like I'm, don't get me wrong, if I'm going to the beach, that's a different story. But I dress for success. Do you know that even if I stay home, I empower myself dressing like this? I haven't been out all day. I have not been out all day, but I feel like I'm ready to do something, you know? And it just gets you amped. And plus, I'm representing you all. Do you want a squirrel dressed in a squirrel outfit, or do you want a Fortune 500 guy that's ready to go help your people, let alone this right here next to me? Holy moly. That just kicked it up a notch. That made my suit look like crap.
That's her Persian side. He wants to dress up.
That's it.
Persian side.
It's something. But I empower myself. That's it. Don't you feel great when you dress up? It really does make a difference. And I promise you this, I need to take every single second that God gifted me of the wonderful things coming in my life to show up dressed to impress. And so let me share something with you. You have only one chance, and that's a visual when somebody sees you first to make that impression. And they will lock in their impression. And it's almost impossible to erase it. And so very rarely do you get that second chance. Or you'll get the comment, oh, wow, I didn't even recognize you the second or third time you see them because you weren't really, they just told you. You didn't really make that good of an impression at that point. Okay? So I can leave it at that. I want you to feel empowered, though. You've now arrived at your moment. Why not be ready for it? You know? And there might be a point. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, the times that I am in shorts and I want to be comfortable or I'm going to go work out, I keep my suit jacket and a tie and a shirt, and I might have a pair of boxers on the bottom. So you never know. I'm not standing up here, but bottom line is that you want that visual to be the best it can be first. And for all y'all that are going to be mastermind groups, you're going to be millionaires. What do you want to look like when you arrive? Now, once you're there, you can dress however you want, but it doesn't really matter at that point. But hang on a second.
Sorry,
I got the
guys.
princess rolling back in here.
So he has nothing on right now, just this jacket. And that's his French side.
She keeps knocking my French. I'm a hick from Oklahoma with French descendants, so I'm a frick. Gosh darn it. So I want you all, this is your time to power up yourselves, you know? Really crank it out. Gordon, you got anything to share on that?
No, man, I'm all with you.
Yeah. And so I'm going to take a mastermind team and we are going to crush every record that's been put in this company. Because I don't really believe in how now you can rack and stack numbers all you want, but I'm about supporting 100% of everybody that comes onto our teams, not the upper 5%. I don't believe in it at all. You'll never see me bend from that. And so I remember one time I showed up in Connecticut for a show. The leader was supposed to have about 150 people there. I traveled 2,500 miles there, let alone the trip back. There were 3 people in the auditorium. 3. Well, let me share something with you. Shake your head like this, not like that. So I got up on stage. I come out, and the crickets and the spiders were in the corners. They were cheering louder than 3 people. And so I told them, I said, this is the greatest show I've ever had. I can't believe it. You all just got the bonus plan. Welcome. Because I can now I'm going to do the show exactly as if I had 1,000 people in here. And I get to put all of my attention. I don't have people raising their hand, wasting energy, wasting time. The people in the back that don't want to sit in the front, that doesn't want to be recognized or seen, that end up walking out half the way. We don't have any interruptions. Do you know that out of those 3 people, the least amount of money that one of them made was $45,000 a month? 5 months later.
Wow.
2 of those became Millionaire Club diamond ringers. They have the ring. Yes, sir.
Getting back to Russ's question here.
Oh, I apologize. Yes.
Yeah. I did want to let you guys know on the Helo.life app, there is a phone application where you can download the app for the phone. Now, this gives you control to where on the website, he's right. You can just click on for a webinar. But on the phone app, if you only wanted to hear the 3-minute video, you can just select that. The webinar funnel is where they're going to see Jeremy's webinar. So you can pick and choose. There is a 3-minute video, the bio's in, and a getting started video. But the reason I like the Helo.life with that 3-minute video, once you make that connection with people and find that there is a need and they're trying to do something, that 3-minute video piques a lot of interest. This is not just another health and wellness nutritional program or any of the other dozens that they've tried in the past.
Boy, I agree with that. And that's the one I send out. That's my front video. And so that's what I used on all the leads. Okay. And I'm going to continue. I'm not changing gears on it. Now I am going to start doing some private videos. And so some of my bigger moments of recruiting were based on me coming in and talking and driving my energy into it and putting that fear of loss, that this is the moment. And did you miss out on Bitcoin? Did you miss out on Apple? Did you miss out on this? Did you miss out on that? Well, are you planning on missing out again? Because I'm ringing your bell. And I hit the Liberty Bell so hard, I cracked it in half. They can't even hang that thing. So you get people moving. So I'm going to start a whole series. And let me tell you, I'm leaving to Hawaii on my first trip for all my teams. And so April 6th, I'll be there and I will be shooting videos. And one of the biggest things is being able to shoot and show the lifestyle. So I've been blessed. I worked my rear end off in this industry and I've traveled the world. I've won 5 cars. I've diamonds, jewelry, all the fun stuff and all the amazing people I've got to help that helped themselves, that wanted something better and bigger. And I was around some great, great times of life. But, you know, when your people start seeing videos that I'm at a 8,000 square foot mansion hanging off Diamond Head with a volcano behind me, they start dreaming. You start dreaming. By the way, my last masterminds I sent to Dominican Republic, St. Thomas Island, and Cancun without me. And I stayed back and ran the businesses for them while they went out and they enjoyed 10 days in those places. And so you want to know what the methodology is to that? My productivity jumped 44%. Just it ranged from 35 to 44%, and they were tan as all get out. They looked so good when they came back. Everybody wanted to know what the heck. And so they got, imagine that. I turned those people into tan billboards. It's crazy. You're relaxed. You enjoyed, and you feel like you're being honored and respected for the work you're putting forth. And that's what we do in this family. So y'all get ready. The top performers in this, telling you, your world is never going to be the same in this family. We are going to drive some serious numbers, some serious. I want your goals to be met at where you're at. If you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or wherever, I don't care about age. It's about what you do right now. Look at Colonel Sanders' story. You know, he was chapped off. I would be too. Got a social insecurity check in for what, $300? How am I going to live off of this? All he had to offer was a little cue card with some chicken batter, famous chicken that all of his friends and families loved at big old, reunions. There were no chicken joints. It was all hamburger joints then. He almost committed suicide. If you read that story, he was ready to kill himself. And so jumps in his beat to live in heck station wagon and made a list of every hamburger joint. And I think it was 1,167 hamburger joints before the one that he had asked, would you please cook my chicken and see how your customers like it? At 70, breaks through, and he creates the biggest franchises in the history of franchises. So I don't believe there's any excuses out there of why you can't have what you want. You know, and leadership is key. So all of you all right now, I consider the front end of the mastermind group. Everybody in?
I'm all in.
You know, and that's behavior set. So you're going to earn that right. This next 30 days, we're going to amplify things, see who the players are. You know, I worked straight through the weekends. I bust my rear end. I've got great Russ in the middle. He works with my universal investment strategy company. By the way, I want to just share this because I want to help you build your lives, is that as we start moving into this direction, you're going to need to get your money working for you. And so if y'all want to get into some investment strategies that are really yummy, I just turned one guy's option investment from $1,000 to $10,785 in 4.5 hours. So if you like fun money and get your money working for you, we can talk later when we get past all this. So there's a lot of things we'll start developing. Your life is now shifting gears. And so are there any questions? Because Bob, he's going to help. He stepped in. Man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, brother. We're going to get in here and dial in the calendar. So where all you're going to do, it actually is pretty genius. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick and show you something. Bob, boom, Team Helo Live. And so if you can see those, so I can press on one of those and it takes me straight to what it is. And then it has the link. And now it's taking me to it. And so we are going to make this so dummy-proofed that even this dummy can punch a button and make it happen. So I want to make sure that everybody and there's a lot of us that are tech challenged, and it's frustrating. You know, I want to eliminate frustration, and we're going to make it easy as we can. So I want you talking to everybody. If you're not wearing an LX Plus and you're going to plan on leading, you need to be wearing one. Yeah, just find the way, make it happen, because there you go. And that way you're also, how can you talk about benefits of something that you only read about and you're not using yourself? I always said the best salesmen are the ones that are actual users, you know? So if just, you know what I'm saying, let's get an LX Plus on each other's hands and make this happen. And so I'm going to just open this up since we're kind of off. I don't need to sell you on the opportunity. If you want me to pull the slides up and walk you through it, I'll walk you through it. But I think y'all are already ahead of that. Does anybody need me to go through the 17 slides?
No.
I didn't think so. So Gordon, are you there, brother?
I'm here.
Okay. Is there anything, because your wealth of information and I'm learning from you every day, are there some things that you want to share that I haven't covered possibly?
I think at this point we're good. It's just activity and action, and we're growing into that, especially with these new leads. Like all of these programs, guys, communication is the key. And when I say communicating, I mean the connecting with people that you're sharing with. One thing that I believe totally beyond everything else is you've got to find that need the person has got. And sometimes in the communication, when you're talking with people, what you're looking for is that one thing in their life that you could help them change. And I always call that the shot. That's your shot to get these people looking. Because if you can find something that they're looking for, we have the solution. But a lot of times we'll share, or I've gone and thrown up all over people with my opportunity, or my product, and I don't know what their deal is. First, they need to know that I really care about what their need is. And if I've got a solution, or I say I've got a solution, their mind starts opening up, and then they're looking with the right attitude. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything else, brother?
No, I'm just good. I'm just excited about this week. I am going to be out in LA this weekend, going through a training with some of the leaders here in the company. Every time I get a chance, I want to learn more and more and more what other people are doing to be successful. So hopefully it's going to be a real good learning experience for me, and we'll come back and share with Paul and all you guys what we did learn.
Well, I'm planning on seeing you, so get some
Yes,
stuff
sir.
organized and come down and see you. I wish we had a little more time. We'd grab the plane and go over to Catalina and have a buffalo burger. But I'll have to do that later. Definitely. Hey, I want to, Deb, Jim, y'all have any questions?
I do.
All right, what's up?
What is the answer to the question, how much money are you making in this so far?
Well, here's the bottom line to that. I just signed on to one of the top leaders teams. And so we shifted gears, and because this guy's so powerful and his teams have been so powerful, we kind of pulled the plug because our leadership on some of the other things we're doing were a little lackluster to as heavy and hard as we build. And so we kind of, because we're so confident of the product and where the company's going, we went ahead and moved on from where we were to start over. So just this last week or two, we've gotten blessed to be on one of the top teams that's emerging and going to change the way that this product gets out to the world.
Beautiful answer.
I got something to add to that too. One thing you could share with, look, I'm hooked up with leaders that have put me on a business plan to make $100,000 my first year. You need to see what we're doing.
That's yummy. That's yummy. So I think that you just have to, I want you to just remember this. If you're physically seeing that person, how do you look? Because how do you know? They weren't a guy like me that had 200,000 people in their last organization, and or somebody in their family is attached to somebody like me. So that's key. So, and I want you feeling good. I want you looking good. We're gonna rock this thing. Life has changed for all of us. And so, Bob, I'm gonna get the calendar set up in a little bit. I'll text you over what I've gotten done, the username, password. Boom, you're off to the races. Get everything you want on there. I trust in where you're heading, brother. And then we can have a conversation over it tomorrow. And here, let me just go down the list because I see Barbara standing up. So Barbara, is there anything I want to ask everybody, because you're part of the circle, so everybody has a voice here. Do you have any questions?
No, like we talked about earlier, it's just that I don't understand the constant contact, exactly how that works. I hear campaign and I don't know what that means. And
well, remember yesterday, so you will when we're done with you.
Right.
But I don't want you worrying yourself because that just ages you. Don't do that. You don't even need to go there, because I am going to hold you all's hand like a little newborn baby. And I've got Nick and this guy, I'm telling you right now, so you just have confidence so you don't have to think about this. You're getting your leads here in a little bit. I've already got them cut out and ready to go. So everything's getting ready to rock and roll. And so tomorrow, what I will do is I will call Nick fresh and early. I'm going to get up early and drill him. He's mountain time, so he's an hour in front of me. And so I'm going to give him y'all's numbers, but I'm calling him with y'all in. So what I think I'll do is I'll just get Deb and Barb on and we'll call Nick together. That way you all can give him the information you've got. I'll already upload the leads to him, so you don't even have to think about how to do that.
okay.
So the leads, hey, I see you got a second half over there.
That's
Barbara,
Brian.
who's that good looking man there?
That's my significant other here, Brian.
Howdy, Brian. How's it going, brother?
Far out.
I love it. Right answer. That sounds like, boy, that just takes me back to the 60s and 70s. I love it.
Far out.
Hadn't heard that in a while, and I'm all about the old isms. Yes, good. It's nice to meet you, Brian. Definitely. But don't worry yourself. After tomorrow, you're going to have so many answers. You're going to go, oh, my God, was that easy?
Okay.
Okay, I've got it very automated for you all. So I promise you, I don't throw anything at you that you got to go get a master's degree on.
Good.
Any other questions?
No, I'm just waiting for the next step and, excited to be here and to get where I want to go.
You know what? So what we're really going to accomplish this week, so you all have an overview of your week, okay? So we're going to automate things. Bob's helping. It was a genius idea he sent over to me. I highly appreciate you thinking outside the box. That's total mastermind. And the part where Gordon's helping just dramatic amounts. like I said on the Helo Live, so let me reiterate something so we're clear. So as the constant, and I'll be walking through this as you see it, so you can't visualize it all now. So let's say out of 10,000 leads, you had 1,000 clicks, okay? You're going to have all their names and emails and phone numbers. Why don't want you calling them yet? Because in advertising, it's 4 touches.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one, you're going to get on your Helo.live, plug that in. You're going to individually spend a little bit of time. You're cultivating now. And plug those in and send them over the first video. And in fact, you know what? You're not. You're going to send them the second one, and that's the bios in. Because the first one's going to go out in the constant contact. The 3-minute video is attached to that. So they've already seen the front end. They're already interested because they clicked on that. So now I want them to understand our other product, the bios in, because here's the thing. They might not come in on the band yet, but they might buy 6 bios ins to put on Junior and Sissy's phones, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, and bam, you got 6 sales right there. Okay? So never rule out that you got to just do these, because I'd be more than happy selling 1,000 bios ins all day long. So and I'll carry that campaign with you. So don't worry about thinking about that. I'm going to put it all together and you'll have it tick, 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 and that way it just flows. And then when we hit the 4th one, that's when we're going to start getting on the phones and contacting these people. Okay. And that's where 3 ways, we're going to jump in and do 3-way sitting. You're going to watch your business explode, period. And I'm going to teach you all the openings to those. Even if I got to get on some of these and call them on the front end and you're just there listening, and I call in and I go, hey, Barb, it's Paul. I saw that you clicked on all of our amazing products, the bios in and then a Helo. Are you wearing a Fitband by now? Any of these things have you been monitoring your health with? So then you find out where they're at. They already might be wearing a Crapple watch or a Fitbit or whatever it is. And so you already know they're a player, period. Well, did you see the benefits of having something that's got a little more information that can monitor your health at a higher level? Why would you want to be down here when you can be up here? And so, yes, they'll say, yes, I could see the benefits of that. And if they say no, well, could you share with me? Because I'm trying to learn a little bit more about people's views on this. What is it that you wouldn't see the benefits on, And then that's how you beat objections, And so I always lead people to the close, period. And if they've got a negative, I'm going to turn it to a positive, because it means they probably didn't watch it all the way through or understand it. And that's where I'll have the bullet points, blood glucose, boom, 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 boom. Just list off 9 or 10 things and then go, now do you see the benefits of how this could work? Or let me ask you even a bigger question. And lo and behold, I hope everybody's healthy, but is there anybody unhealthy in your family that's fighting through something right now? High blood pressure, heart issues, mom, dad, grandma, anybody? Well, all of a sudden, most everybody's got somebody in the family that's got a problem. Well, you could see the benefit of how grandma could use this thing, because it's life alert on steroids. So let's say her high blood pressure really shoots through the roof and she goes unconscious within 10 seconds after feeling that way. She can hit the SOS on this thing, and you're being alerted on your phone. Doctors being alerted, emergencies being hit, and they've got a GPS location where your grandma is. And lo and behold, you got an opportunity that she might be able to be saved instead of a tragedy happening. So you can see that you can't put a price on health, right? So do you want to put that on your Visa or MasterCard and make sure grandma's going to be okay tonight? And I don't say another word. You stop right there. The next person that speaks wins.
I've heard that before.
I don't care if I got to sit for 1 minute. I'm not going to say, are you still there? Because I'm telling you right now, I know backwards and forwards, and it's all neurolinguistics. It's how the brain works. And so you better you got to sometimes pull on some heartstrings to get people to come off of their purse strings. So I think that kind of helps in that degree. So we're going to walk through this week. I want everybody, no anxiety. Good energy. All of us have good energy. You don't need to be anxious over anything because you have leaders in place to manage and help you. There's no more trying to figure out what direction to go and how to do it and what angles you should do. I know y'all were all there on this last run, right? How do we figure out how to do it? Where do you go? And that's why people fail this stuff. So we're going to just make the path and y'all just follow along like the little ducklings. Eventually you'll have wings and you'll be able to fly, you know? And so, Bob, you have anything you want to share, brother?
Real quick. I've got a conference down in Charleston, South Carolina in the next 3 days.
Yep.
So spend your time helping get these leads up for everybody else.
I am.
And think about taking care of me at the end of the week. Don't worry about all that.
Beautiful.
That way you focus on others. But send me the team up thing and all that information. I can work on that. And then we'll talk about my leads and all that after the latter part of the week.
Beautiful. I will send you your leads just so I have it done. I'll send you over here in just a little bit when we get off this, the password and the username and all that. That way you can just do your thing. I appreciate you jumping in front of the bus for everybody so they can not get hit by it and we can get everybody loaded up. And so, Gary, I see you over there with that Obi-Wan Kenobi look on your face telling us what do we need to know? Oh, I can't hear you. I got you. Hang on. Unmuted. Oh, wait. I got you unmuted. My lip reading's really bad. I think you said, I want to be a millionaire tomorrow. No. We need to figure out how to, I want to hear your voice really bad, or we all are going to have a training session in sign language for tomorrow.
Gary, unmute yourself.
I unmuted him on my side.
Yeah, I think he's muted it on at his computer.
I bet his volume is totally down. Have him turn the volume up.
Yeah, that might be it as well.
Not yet.
On your keyboard, there should be microphones at the top, up in the top row. See if you see it and push the one that gets loud. Looks like it gets louder.
Nothing yet. Hey, if somebody do something for future meetings, somebody contact Gary to walk him through, and let's make sure, because I want to hear his voice. I want to be able to know where he's at, what I can do to help him out. And so I wish I could see that keyboard. Are you on a Mac or a Microsoft? Apple? He's already genius. You had me at Apple. Oh, yeah.
And the microphone's at the top right.
Yeah. So your top right where your power button is, are you on a laptop or a desktop? Can anybody read that? So here. So this is the Mac keyboard. And so you see up and so if you're looking at the keyboard like this, your far top corner, it's this second button right here that'll crank your volume up. Second right there. You'll see a couple little speaker signs. Okay, can you hear me? Can you talk to me? Say something. Nope, something's up. All right, we'll have to come back to you later. We'll get Tech Squad on top of you. I do want to hear, make any notes of anything you wanted to speak about. And then let's go ahead and go to Annie. I got your text and all of that about Dennis. I believe I've got the names. I'm trying to remember everybody.
Okay.
And
okay. Yeah,
I'll have
Dennis.
all those leads together. So is there anything you wanted to share?
No, just thank you for your leadership, and I'm just gonna go with what you do, what you tell me to do. So 'cause I don't know what to do without you telling me what to do. So I appreciate it.
I forgot your husband's name.
Steve.
Steve. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
He's kind of not feeling good right now, so I'm kind of taking over for a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. So
Yeah.
I'll be getting your leads over to you. Is there anything that anybody, Russ, did you have anything else you needed to say? You do? Okay, remember, you're going to talk softly.
He's muted.
All right. Hang on a second. All right, now you're.
How's my voice? Because I think I got that volume figured out.
Much better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got that problem solved, Paul.
Okay, now you need to turn it up because now you're way too, or now you're gonna have to talk louder.
Oh boy, hang on here. Well, rather than go back and fiddle with it.
Here,
now,
just talk a little louder. You're okay. Go ahead.
I'll get it later. I just wanted to say thanks to Paul and Anahit. I love them like family. All of you out there who don't really know them well, they are awesome. We could not be in a better team. I am so excited and so amped up about this. I can't even hold my seat barely. But follow his lead. I've known Paul for a couple of years now, and trust me, when he says he's going to do something, he does it. And if you follow him, you can't help but succeed. So I'm on board. I've only been 6 days in this. I got a downline going already. I got some more people on deck. And the question I had for you, Paul, is with these meetings like this, do you want to keep these private in-house, or should we invite outside potentials into these?
So this is technically opportunity meeting. So
Let me say bye to everybody.
Okay, all right, you do your thing.
It was such an amazing pleasure to meet you guys, everybody, and hope to see you soon and be successful in this opportunity.
And we'll be in Hawaii April 6th to help build Tiny's teams.
And thanks, Russ. Appreciate it.
Yes, that was
that goes without saying, Anahit.
So,
Paul, just so you know, I will be out of town Friday through Monday coming up. My older son's getting married, so I gotta go do that thing. However, I'm gonna be clicking in as much as I can throughout that whole 4 days. So I won't be gone, but I'll be scarce.
Well, that means that tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, you're going to work like nobody's business. It's a good thing.
You betcha. And I'm already, my daughter, or my son and daughter-in-law are having some health issues with my granddaughter. So I was actually talking to them earlier today about Helo and getting them on board as quick as possible to get one on this little girl's arm, because I think it would be a godsend for her right now, what's going on. So.
That's awesome. And by the way, Russ works for my investment company also. So he works in investments. We've got several of our guys that are wonderful and have moved over to Helo. So without further ado, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Paul.
We're real proud of you. We're super happy to have the team that we've got with you all. Y'all are super quality people, and we can really build something amazing. And I want you, if you got anxiety, you're creating it on your own. Okay, get over it. Get past it, because we don't work with anxiety. Don't let that dark wolf take over the white wolf. Remember, light brighter than dark, and we're gonna get there. So if you don't understand something, that's the beauty of communication, okay? Don't let it fester. Don't let it jack you up. You pick the phone up and you contact Gordon or myself, period. Don't waste 1 second beating yourself up over how's this, how's that. By the time we get to the end of the week, we'll have everything automated. I mean, everything. It's going to get good. You'll be able to send people to all the automated stuff without having to take a beating, because it's already in place for you. You'll just have an address to send them to. You'll have one heck of a handle on how the leads are going to function. And by the time we get through next week, you're going to see quite a difference in your organizations, I can promise you. And so just bear with us this week, because the one thing y'all never got, you never got to build a foundation. So I'm not going to tell you we're going to go start throwing walls up to the empire when the concrete hasn't even been poured yet, you know? And so we're forming everything up right now for our big, giant empire. So all the forms will be in, and we're going to start pouring concrete next week so heavy that by the time we get past the first month, walls to the empire are going to go up hard and heavy. Do you want to close us out, Gordon?
Well, I'm just so grateful for this team. I'm really excited about the direction we're going. And I'm like you guys, I'm excited about what I'm going to learn from Paul. And I tell you what, it's obvious I can't say this, but I want to say he married up.
I have to agree. I did marry up. That's a fact. Oh, yeah.
So I think he knows what he's doing. But guys, I did want to ask this. If anybody does not have my contact information in their phone, don't hesitate to shoot me a text. My phone number is 864-243-1304. And if you'll shoot me a text with your contact information, I'll put you on my phone. Never hesitate to call me with any kind of questions. I've learned the back office pretty well, and if you have any challenges there at all, just yell at me. If you need a three-way call, I'll be more than happy to do that as well.
So here's your homework assignment, kiddos. It's very important to do one thing. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are new opportunity meetings. What's that mean? New blood.
New blood.
So, well, we start having some next week organically off of some of the leads. Absolutely. We'll start harvesting that, but we're not waiting for that. Okay. So everybody here, I would love to see you bring at least 2 new people. I don't care if it's a neighbor. Don't try to sell them anything. You already know the story to this. Hey, I've got a big deal that I just got into in health and wellness. And they've got a lot of contests going up right now, and I need all the bonuses I can get right now while we're moving into this thing. We really want to be number one. We're on the number one team and company with this. Could you help me out and come over and listen to this thing for me? And I'll call you back later. I want to get your view and opinion, just so I'm making sure I'm making the right moves in life here. Can I get you on at 8 o'clock on Wednesday? Help me out. That's it. And talk to him just like that. Talk to him compassionately. Talk to him, as I said, like you're calling grandma up to ask grandma on. Okay? If you do that, I promise your success ratio of inviting invitees will be tremendous. With that, without further ado, thank you to my lovely wife for coming and getting my spirit all jousted up for our deal today. And again, I appreciate all y'all. If you need anything, I'm going to be working here, getting leads pulled together and getting those out. Bob, I'll send over what I said. Russ, thanks. Gary, Gordon, Annie, Barb, and Rick, was it? Hang on a second. Let me unmute. Make sure I got his name right. What was his?
Brian. It's B&B. Brian and Barb.
Brian. I apologize so much. Brian and Barb. Brian and Barb. I won't ever forget that again. And so Jim and Deb, rocking the house. This is good. Everybody, mwah, have a good one. We will see you on Wednesday for sure. Bring some people. Tomorrow be working hard, getting things going. Or here, let me rephrase that, working smart. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Got it. You're welcome.
Hey, Gordon, you here?
Yeah.
Spit your phone number out real quick again for me, please.
Okay, 864.
Whoop, hang on. My phone just went bonkers. Hang on a second. Okay, 864?
243.
Yes, sir.
1304.
Got it.
I'm going to stay on for a second. Gary, can you hear me? Just nod your head. Okay? So if you're on a Mac, you're on an Apple, I want you to go up to the far corner. We're going to work on fixing this real quick. So you see your Apple on the far left at the top of the screen? Reduce your window down where you can see your desktop. If anybody else needs to go, y'all can go. I don't want to keep you, but I want to help him get this thing fixed. Hang on, let me get my other screen up. So I've got 2 screens. Bam. I had to give my computer a booster seat so you're not looking at my chin. Okay, so you see the Apple on the far left corner? Oh, it's an iPad. Okay, hang on. Let me break out one of my other toys here. Let's see. So that changes the game a little bit. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Slide. So settings. Ah, darn it. No, later. Remind me later. Boom, settings. Let me look and see if I can see. Aha. Okay. Do you see the settings button? It's a gray button. It says settings. It's on one of those screens. Oh, well, we lost the camera. Change buttons, ringtone, calendar, reminder, lock, keyboard clicks. Interesting. I don't see the microphone on there. Wallpaper, brightness, general. Gary, if you can hear me, I'm gonna have to do some looking up on this. I don't see it on here that's controlling the microphone. And so I'll get back with you on it in the next day or so, and we'll get figured out. Russ, are you good?
I'm good unless you want me to play around with my volume while we're on here and get it dialed in.
It sounds perfect right there.
Okay, cool. We're good
Yeah,
then.
you nailed it. Yeah, it was just hot, wasn't it? It was cranked up.
Yeah, it was hot. The boost was all the way 100%.
Yeah, it was burning hard. All right,
Yeah.
Cat Daddy, I will let you go. And I'm putting more leads together, so I'm going to be sending out another couple hundred leads to you for UIS.
Okay, cool. I have not, by the way, gotten anything from Contact Connect from Nick.
What? Really?
Have you seen?
Okay, in the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning, you will. I'll be in touch.
Okay, cool. Have a good night. Get my best on heat.
You got it, buddy. Take care, bud.
Adios.
Let's see. Stop the video and bam.